Hi guys, it's Mark from TST and today I'm going to be reviewing the ASUS STRIX GTX 1070. Now I know it's been a little while since the release of the GTX 1070, but at least you're going to now hear my own personal opinions on it. But running through the specs of the STRIX 1070, it features a base clock of 1656 MHz, a boost clock of 1835 MHz, and with OC mode enabled in GPU Tweak 2, it boosts all the way up to 1860 MHz. Overclocking the 1070, I managed to reach 2050 MHz, so it didn't overclock as well as all the other Pascal cards I've overclocked before, but it was only 50 MHz down. The other Pascal cards, including the Strix 1080, all reached over 2100 MHz, no problems at all. Running through some more specifications, the ASUS STRIX 1070 has 1920 CUDA cores, a 256-bit memory interface and 8GB of GDDR5 memory. But looking at the back of the card, we get features like 1 DVI output, 2 HDMI 2.0 ports and 2 DisplayPort 1.4 outputs. The Strix 1070 has very low power requirements and it only uses a single 8-pin power connector. Now that could be the reason of why I couldn't overclock the 1070 any higher than 2050 MHz, unlike the Strix 1080 which uses an extra 6-pin power connector, and I could get that up no problem at all to 2100 MHz. But it does make cable management a lot better only having one PCIe cable coming off your GPU. Some other cool features of the Strix 1070 is it has two PWM 4-pin fan connectors. Now these allow you to connect up your system fans directly to your GPU. This means as soon as your GPU increases in temperature, the connected fans will ramp up their speeds. You can also customize a fan curve in GPU Tweak 2. It's a great feature to have. But the Strix 1070 uses the direct CU-free cooler, much like the Strix 1080. The fans are extremely quiet even under full load, and this is how they sound. Lighting, the card features full RGB backlighting with 16.8 million colours. Using the Aura software that you can download from the appropriate website, you can choose every single colour possible and some neat effects as well. But price wise, you're looking at around 500 UK pounds for the Strix 1070, 449 US dollars, and in Europe around 480 euros. But please check your online retailers because prices are constantly changing at the moment. But anyway, enough of all that, let's jump straight into the main event, into some epic benchmarks to see if the Strix 1070 stacks up and if it's worth your hard-earned cash. Let's do this.
Disturb the sound of silence.
The Strix 1070 has great performance as you've just seen in those benchmarks, but for all that money, is it really worth upgrading to? Now if you have a 900 series card like the 980 Ti, personally I wouldn't recommend it. The 980 Ti is still an extremely relevant card right now, and to be honest the only Pascal card I can see it's worth upgrading to would be the GTX 1080, as you can pick up one of the 900 series Maxwell cards a lot cheaper with pretty much the same performance, although Pascal will save you money on your electricity bill due to its lower power draw, and it does have some exclusive features such as Ansel. But if you're still rocking a 700 series Kepler card, the Pascal lineup would make a great upgrade. But overall, the score for the Strix 1070 is going to be a 7 out of 10. Now this is due to the fact that even months after its release, it still stays out of reach for most people due to its price point, and that goes for every Pascal card out right now, especially in the UK. Don't get me wrong though, this is one beast of a card and it will serve you very well at 1440p and even at 4K. okay, it's just the prices need to come down. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the review. I've been Marcus from Totally Silence Tech. Goodbye.